The sky above Xenon was a swirl of vibrant colors, unlike anything Emily Starling had ever seen on Earth. As the shuttle descended towards the Intergalactic Academy, her heart raced with a mixture of excitement and nervousness. The scholarship she had won was a dream come true, a chance for a human to attend a prestigious alien school, an opportunity that had never before been offered. When the shuttle landed, the hatch opened to a crowd of students and faculty, all there to witness the historic moment. Emily stepped out, her eyes wide as she took in her surroundings. The architecture was a stunning array of crystalline structures that shimmered under Xenon's twin suns. The air was filled with a symphony of unfamiliar sounds, from the chirps and whistles of alien languages to the soft hum of anti-gravity devices. At the reception committee, a towering figure with iridescent scales and 6 eyes extended a hand. "Welcome, Emily Starling of Earth," said Principal Vortex in a voice that vibrated through the ground. His universal translator rendered his words into perfect English, a small device pinned to his robe translating seamlessly. Emily shook his hand, feeling the cool, smooth scales. "Thank you, Principal Vortex. I'm honored to be here," she replied, her voice steady despite her overwhelming awe. The principal gestured towards a group of students who varied drastically in appearance, from small, furry creatures to floating orbs of light. "These are your guides," he explained. "They will help you settle in and understand our ways." A small, round being, covered in soft blue fur, floated forward. "I am Fleep," it said in a bubbly voice, "and I will show you to your quarters and your class schedule." Beside Fleep, a taller, plant-like entity with leaves for hair nodded gently. "And I am Solara. It is a pleasure to meet you, Emily." As they walked through the campus, Emily was bombarded with new sights and sounds. Students of all shapes and sizes moved between classes, some walking, others flying, and a few teleporting in flashes of light. Every corner of the academy buzzed with energy and the promise of new knowledge. Fleep led her to what would be her home for the next year, a room designed to accommodate her human needs, complete with an Earth-like atmosphere and gravity settings. It was a comforting gesture that made Emily smile. "We hope you find this comfortable," Fleep said, watching her reaction closely. "It's perfect, thank you, Fleep Solara," Emily responded, setting down her backpack and looking back at her new friends. "I can't wait to start learning with everyone." As the first day drew to a close, Emily stood by her window looking out over the academy grounds. The suns were setting, casting long shadows over the gardens and playfields. She thought about her family back on Earth, her friends, and her old school. They seemed a universe away now. Yet here she was, on the brink of something great, a bridge between humans and the countless cultures of the galaxy. The weight of her role here wasn't lost on her. She was a pioneer in this vibrant alien world. As the stars began to twinkle in the sky, Emily felt a resolve solidifying within her. She was going to make the most of this experience, ready to learn and ready to change. This was just the beginning, and everything was about to change. Emily woke to the soft chirping of her Xenonian alarm clock, a device that mimicked the dawn chorus of its home planet. She stretched, still marveling at the comfort of her Earth-like bed provided by the academy. With a mix of eagerness and anxiety, she prepared for her first day of classes at the Intergalactic Academy. Dressed in the standard academy uniform, a sleek, adaptive fabric that automatically adjusted to the wearer's body temperature, Emily headed to the dining hall. The hall was a large dome, with tables that hovered slightly above the floor, and seats that varied in shape and size to accommodate the diverse student body. The scent of unfamiliar foods filled the air, each dish originating from a different corner of the galaxy. Fleep was waiting for her at the entrance. "Good morning, Emily. I hope you slept well. Let's grab some breakfast before your first class," it said cheerily. Emily followed Fleep to a station that served Earth-like food. "We made sure to include some familiar options for you," Fleep explained, pointing to a selection of fruits, bread, and what looked remarkably like scrambled eggs. After breakfast, they made their way to Emily's first class, Universal History. As they walked, Emily noticed the stares and whispers from other students. Her presence was an anomaly, something wholly new to many of them. She felt a twinge of self-consciousness but reminded herself of the opportunity she had to learn and grow in this unique environment. The classroom was a large amphitheater, with seating arranged in a spiral descending towards a central lecture platform. Emily took a seat beside a creature that resembled a giant amoeba, its body pulsating gently. "I am Plock." It introduced itself with a series of colors that rippled across its surface, which Emily's translator interpreted as speech. "Nice to meet you, Emily." The professor, a towering robotic being named Dr. Clicks, began the lecture with a discussion about the historical impact of interstellar travel on galactic politics. The material was fascinating, offering perspectives Emily had never considered before. Her classmates contributed their own species' histories, which painted a complex picture of alliances, conflicts, and cultural exchanges. After history, Emily's schedule took her to a laboratory class focused on astrobiology. Here, she was paired with Glix, the mischievous Troggle she'd briefly met during her tour. Glix's vibrant personality made the intricate subject matter more engaging as they studied alien flora and fauna. "Handling these specimens requires care," Glix advised as they examined a plant that subtly changed colors. "Watch this," Glix said, and demonstrated how the plant responded to different light wavelengths. Throughout the day, Emily attended other classes, including galactic mathematics and xenolinguistics, each introducing her to the vastness of alien academic fields. The complexity of the subjects was daunting, but Emily was determined to succeed. Lunch was another opportunity to engage with her peers, and she found herself surrounded by curious students eager to learn about Earth and share their own stories. The conversations flowed from academic exchange to personal anecdotes, creating a tapestry of shared experiences. As the school day ended, Emily reflected on her first day at the academy. The initial nervousness had given way to a budding confidence and curiosity. She was beginning to understand her classmates' diverse perspectives and was excited by the depth of knowledge around her. Walking back to her quarters under the light of Xenon's twin suns, Emily felt a profound sense of achievement. She had faced her first day in an alien school with resilience and openness, laying down the foundation for what she hoped would be a year of incredible growth and understanding. The challenge was immense, but so were the possibilities. As the weeks progressed, Emily found herself settling into the rhythm of school life at the Intergalactic Academy. Classes were challenging but fascinating, and her initial apprehension about fitting in slowly dissipated as she began forming friendships with some of her classmates. The diversity of her peers was astounding, each bringing unique perspectives and talents to their interactions. Glix, the mischievous Troggle, became a constant companion. Glix's species was known for their quick wit and love for practical jokes, which kept Emily on her toes. Despite their playful nature, Glix proved to be an invaluable friend, especially in navigating the more complex social dynamics of the school. Another significant friendship developed between Emily and Cirrus, an artificial intelligence entity designed to adapt and evolve based on its experiences. Unlike other AI she had encountered on Earth, Cirrus was programmed for deep, emotional, and philosophical engagement, making it an excellent partner for lengthy discussions about ethics, culture, and the nature of consciousness. One afternoon, Emily, Glix, and Cirrus decided to explore one of the Academy's many recreational zones. These areas were designed to simulate various environments from different planets, allowing students to relax in settings that felt like home. Today's choice was a lush, rainforest-like environment, mimicking Cirrus's home simulation. As they walked through the dense, artificially created foliage, Emily listened intently to Cirrus explain its latest self-updated algorithm. "I've modified my empathy parameters to better understand the emotional expressions of non-digital beings," Cirrus shared, its voice modulating slightly to convey its excitement. "That's incredible, Cirrus," Emily said, genuinely impressed. "It must be so different experiencing emotions as an AI." "It is an ongoing process, but interactions with friends like you and Glix provide meaningful data and, dare I say, joy," Cirrus replied. Glix, who had been quietly leading the way, suddenly stopped and pointed to a clearing ahead. "Look, the bioluminescent flowers are blooming. It's a rare sight," Glix exclaimed. They stepped into the clearing where hundreds of small, light-emitting flowers opened in response to their presence. The sight was mesmerizing, and the trio sat down to enjoy the peaceful moment together. "It's moments like these that make me appreciate how much there is to learn and experience here," Emily said, looking around at her friends. "Yeah, who would have thought a human, a troggle, and an AI would end up here, watching flowers glow in the dark," Glix joked, but its tone was warm. Their conversation drifted to their dreams and aspirations, and Emily shared her hopes of bringing back knowledge and experiences to Earth that could help bridge the gap between humans and alien cultures. As the evening ended, they made their way back to the dormitory area, talking and laughing about their day. Emily felt a deep sense of belonging and gratitude for the friendships she had formed. Glix's humor, Cirrus's insights, and her own human perspective created a unique bond that enriched their school experience. These relationships not only helped Emily navigate her daily life at the academy, but also played a crucial role in her personal growth. She learned to appreciate the value of diverse perspectives and the importance of understanding and empathy in a community as varied as the Intergalactic Academy. Emily realized that these friendships were shaping her into not just a better student, but a better individual capable of contributing meaningfully to the galaxy's tapestry of cultures. As Emily continued to immerse herself in the diverse academic and cultural life at the Intergalactic Academy, her sense of wonder never waned. However, an unexpected incident during one of her science classes highlighted the complexities and potential hazards of such an intergalactic educational environment. It was a typical morning in advanced xenobiology, a class that Emily had grown particularly fond of due to its hands-on approach to studying life forms from across the universe. The lab was abuzz with students working on their individual projects, each tailored to their species' unique biology and scientific interests. Today, Emily was tasked with analyzing the effects of Earth-based chemicals on a common Xenonian plant species, a delicate, vine-like organism known for its rapid growth and bioluminescent properties. The experiment was designed to explore how terrestrial substances interacted with alien flora, a topic Emily found both fascinating and critical for her broader educational goals. Under the supervision of Dr. Zanara, a renowned botanist from the aquatic planet of Aquarian, Emily began her experiment by carefully applying a diluted solution of a growth hormone used in Earth agriculture. The results, she hypothesized, would provide insights into potential agricultural collaborations between Earth and Xenon. However, as soon as the solution touched the plant, an unexpected reaction occurred. Instead of enhancing the plant's growth, the chemical triggered a defensive mechanism. The vines began to emit a bright, pulsating light, much more intense than their usual glow, and started to expand at an alarming rate. "Containment breach," Dr. Zanara exclaimed, her voice calm but authoritative. "Everyone, step back and initiate safety protocols." Emily, startled and worried, retreated as her classmates activated the lab's emergency systems. Within seconds, the area was sealed off, and a specialized robotic unit was deployed to handle the situation. The robot efficiently applied a neutralizing agent to the vines, which slowly ceased their rampant growth and returned to normal luminescence. Once the situation was under control, Dr. Zanara approached Emily, who was visibly shaken but unharmed. "Emily, are you all right?" she asked gently. "Yes, Dr. Zanara, I'm fine. I'm so sorry, I had no idea that would happen," Emily replied, her voice tinged with guilt and concern. Dr. Zanara placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "There's no need to apologize, Emily. This was an unforeseen reaction, but it's a valuable learning experience for all of us. We must remember that the biochemistry between different worlds can be unpredictable. It's important to conduct these experiments to learn and adapt." The incident sparked a school-wide discussion about laboratory safety and the importance of understanding interstellar biological interactions more deeply. Emily felt responsible, but she also realized that her experience could lead to improved safety protocols and better preparedness for handling similar situations in the future. Motivated by the incident, Emily proposed the creation of a student-led safety review board, which would work alongside faculty to evaluate and improve lab safety measures. Her initiative was well received, and she was praised for her proactive approach and dedication to the well-being of her peers. The incident, while initially a source of stress and fear, ultimately strengthened Emily's resolve to bridge the knowledge gap between Earth and alien science. It also cemented her reputation as a thoughtful and innovative member of the Academy, committed to the safety and advancement of all its students. The incident in the Advanced Xenobiology Lab proved to be a pivotal moment for Emily. It not only exposed the potential dangers of interspecies academic collaborations, but also sparked a vital dialogue about inclusivity and adaptation within the Intergalactic Academy. Emily found herself at the center of these discussions, her role inadvertently shifting from a mere student to an advocate for change. In the weeks that followed, Emily, along with a group of students from various species, formed the Interspecies Safety and Integration Committee, ISIC. Their mission was to assess current safety protocols and propose enhancements that would better accommodate the diverse biological characteristics and needs of all Academy students. Emily's first-hand experience and initiative earned her the position of co-chair, alongside a thoughtful Yatrian scholar named Tenzor. Tenzor, whose species was known for their meticulous attention to detail and deep understanding of xenobiology, provided a critical perspective on the interactions between different biological systems. Together, Emily and Tenzor spearheaded an audit of all laboratory activities, reviewing past incident reports, and conducting surveys on student experiences and safety concerns. Their findings were eye-opening. Many non-human species felt that the equipment and safety measures were too human-centric, often overlooking the unique hazards posed to other forms of life. For example, the ventilation systems were not effective in filtering out gases harmless to humans, but toxic to the ZZs, a bird-like species from a high-oxygen planet. Armed with data and a multitude of personal accounts, Emily and the ISIC presented their findings to the Academy's governing council. They proposed several changes, including the installation of customizable safety stations in each lab, equipped with species-specific emergency response tools, and the development of a universal signaling system for laboratory hazards. The presentation was a success. The council was impressed by the thoroughness of the research and moved by the personal testimonies shared by various students. They approved a substantial budget for the implementation of ISIC's recommendations and established a permanent advisory board on safety and inclusivity, with Emily and Tenzor invited to serve as student representatives. The changes sparked by the ISIC's efforts were met with widespread approval and relief from the student body. Labs were retrofitted with new safety equipment, and faculty received training on the new protocols. The Academy also introduced a new course on interspecies safety practices, compulsory for all students and staff, which Emily helped to develop. The impact of these changes extended beyond just improved safety. They fostered a deeper sense of community and respect among the students, highlighting the importance of listening to and accommodating each other's needs. Emily's leadership in this endeavor earned her deep respect across the student body and faculty, enhancing her role as a bridge builder between diverse galactic cultures. Reflecting on the journey, Emily felt a profound sense of accomplishment and responsibility. She had come to the Academy hoping to learn about alien cultures and perhaps teach a bit about her own. Now, she was actively shaping how the Academy approached one of its most fundamental challenges. It was a testament to how much one individual's actions could influence a community, especially one as varied and complex as that of the Intergalactic Academy. Inspired by the success of the Interspecies Safety and Integration Committee, the Intergalactic Academy decided to host its first-ever Galactic Fair. The event was designed to celebrate the rich tapestry of cultures represented at the Academy, fostering further understanding and unity among its diverse student body. Emily was excited to participate, seeing it as a perfect opportunity to showcase Earth's culture and learn more about her peers' homeworlds. The planning for the Galactic Fair was a spectacle of collaboration and creativity. Students and faculty from various planets volunteered to organize the event, contributing ideas that represented their cultural heritage and technological advancements. Emily joined the planning committee, eager to bring her own contributions and ensure the fair was a success. As the fair day approached, the Academy grounds were transformed into a vibrant exhibition space. Colorful booths and displays filled the area, each representing different planets and species. There were sections for art and music, science and technology, fashion, and of course, food. Emily had set up a booth showcasing Earth's cultural artifacts, including traditional music instruments, popular games, and samples of classic dishes like pizza and sushi. Glix and Cirrus were among her first visitors, both eager to try the Earth cuisine that Emily had talked about so often. Glix was particularly fascinated by the concept of pizza. "So many flavors on a single slice, it's like a party in my mouth," Glix exclaimed, munching happily on a piece. Cirrus, on the other hand, was absorbed in analyzing the strategic elements of chess, one of the games Emily had brought. "This game offers significant insights into human tactical thinking," Cirrus noted, moving a knight across the board. "It's quite complex, despite the apparent simplicity of the rules." As Emily guided her friends and other visitors through her booth, she took breaks to explore the fair herself. She was amazed by the intricate textiles from the aquatic planet of Aquarian, which changed color when touched by water, and the holographic art from Sirius B, which used light and shadow to create stunning three-dimensional images. One of the most popular attractions was the performance stage, where students showcased traditional dances and music from their planets. Emily watched in awe as a group of ZZs performed a sky dance, soaring and diving with a grace that was breathtaking in the low gravity of their staged environment. The fair also featured a series of talks and workshops, where students could learn about different technologies and philosophical approaches from across the galaxy. Emily attended a workshop on the principles of quantum fabric weaving, a technique used by the fabricators of Yarnox to create materials that could alter their form based on temperature and pressure. As the day drew to a close, the Galactic Fair was hailed as a resounding success. The joy and camaraderie experienced by all attendees were palpable. Students and faculty alike commented on how the event had opened their eyes to the beauty and complexity of the cultures surrounding them. For Emily, the fair reinforced the importance of sharing and celebrating diversity. It was a reminder that despite coming from different worlds and having different experiences, there was a common thread of curiosity and appreciation that could unite them. She felt proud to have contributed to such an enriching experience, strengthening the bonds within the Academy and deepening her own connection to her new friends and classmates. The Galactic Fair had sparked a new level of unity and understanding among the Intergalactic Academy's diverse student body. And as the academic year drew to a close, Emily was chosen to give a speech at the school's convocation ceremony. It was a significant honor, reflecting her impact and contributions over the year. The invitation to speak was not just a recognition of her academic achievements, but also her role in fostering a more inclusive and safe community. Emily spent days preparing her speech, determined to convey a message that would resonate not just with her peers at the Academy, but across the galaxy, as the ceremony was to be broadcasted universally. She wanted to encapsulate the journey they had all shared, the lessons learned, and the importance of continuing to embrace diversity and promote understanding. On the day of the convocation, the atmosphere was electric with excitement and a touch of nostalgia, as students prepared to say goodbye to friends and mentors. The Academy's grand auditorium was filled with students, faculty, dignitaries from various planets, and viewers from across the universe tuning in through holographic projections. When Emily stepped up to the podium, she took a moment to look around at the sea of faces from countless different species. She felt a surge of gratitude for the experiences she had shared with them all. "Ladies, gentlemen, and esteemed beings of all variations," Emily began, her voice steady and clear. "Today, as we stand on the brink of a new chapter in our lives, I am reminded of the incredible journey we have shared in this unique melting pot of cultures, ideas, and aspirations." Emily talked about her first day at the Academy, the overwhelming feeling of being the only human in a sea of alien diversity. She shared anecdotes of her early misunderstandings and the friendships that had blossomed from those initial awkward encounters. With each story, she highlighted the lessons they taught her about patience, understanding, and the value of different perspectives. Through our time here, we have not only expanded our academic horizons, but have also woven a vibrant tapestry of relationships that I believe will endure the tests of time and space, Emily continued. We've learned that diversity isn't just about acknowledging our differences, but about embracing them as sources of strength and innovation. She spoke of the incident in the lab, turning it into a powerful narrative of growth and resilience. This event, Emily emphasized, showed us that mistakes and challenges can become catalysts for change and improvement, driving us to create safer and more inclusive environments for all. As she concluded, Emily's words grew more reflective. As we move forward, let us carry the spirit of the Intergalactic Academy with us. Let us be ambassadors of collaboration and friendship, bridging the distances between our worlds with the same spirit of curiosity and open-mindedness that we nurtured here. The applause that followed was thunderous, echoing through the auditorium and across the countless broadcast channels. Her speech had touched a chord, not just among her peers but across the galaxy, inspiring other educational institutions to consider their own policies of integration and cultural exchange. Emily stepped down from the podium to hugs and congratulations from her friends, feeling a profound sense of accomplishment and hope. She had come to the academy as a curious student and was leaving as a leader who had helped shape a small piece of the galaxy's future. As the final notes of the convocation ceremony faded, Emily stood at the edge of the academy grounds, her gaze fixed on the horizon where Xenon's twin suns were setting, casting a warm glow across the alien landscape. The emotions of the day had been overwhelming: pride, nostalgia, and a burgeoning excitement for what lay ahead. In her quarters, packed with her belongings ready for the journey back to Earth, Emily felt a bittersweet mix of joy and sadness. Her year at the Intergalactic Academy had transformed her in ways she had never anticipated. She had arrived as the first human student, a novelty among her peers, and was leaving as a respected member of a deeply interconnected community. The evening was quiet, and the campus was calm, with many students and faculty members reflecting on the close of the academic year. Emily decided to take a final walk through the places that had become significant to her during her stay. She strolled past the laboratories where she had spent countless hours learning about alien biology and chemistry. She paused at the recreational zone where she and her friends had shared many joyful moments. As she walked, Emily thought about Glix and Cirrus, who had become like family to her. Their farewells had been emotional, filled with promises to stay in touch through the Galactic Communications Network and plans for future reunions. The friendships she had formed were her most cherished accomplishment, transcending the boundaries of species and worlds. Approaching the Academy's observatory, a favorite spot of hers, Emily climbed to the top to take one last look at the stars from Xenon's vantage point. The night sky, a canvas of infinite possibilities, reminded her of her first night at the Academy, filled with awe and a daunting sense of responsibility. With her hands clasped in front of her, Emily reflected on her speech and the impact it had made. Her words had resonated not just within the walls of the auditorium, but across the galaxy, inspiring other institutions to embrace diversity and integration. She felt humbled and empowered by the role she had played in fostering this change. Now, as she prepared to return to Earth, Emily knew she was not the same person who had left it. She carried with her a wealth of knowledge and experiences that she was eager to share. Her return would mark the beginning of a new chapter in her life, one where she would advocate for interstellar cooperation and education, sharing her insights with her own people and encouraging more humans to reach for the stars. As the stars twinkled above, Emily felt a resolve solidifying within her. She was ready to take the lessons learned at the Intergalactic Academy and use them to make a difference in her world and beyond. The challenges of the future were unknown, but Emily felt equipped to face them with the same courage and openness that had guided her through her interstellar academic journey. Turning away from the observatory, Emily took a deep breath of Xenon's crisp air one last time. With a heart full of memories and a mind buzzing with ideas, she started back towards her quarters. The twin suns dipped below the horizon, and the first stars of the evening shone brightly, guiding her way. This was not an end, but a new beginning, a bridge between what had been and what was yet to come.